Things are heating up in the world of Stranger Things. What's going on, guys? I'm Chris, and welcome back to another videos. Today I got yet another update regarding Stranger Things Season 5. Shout out to good old Ross Duffer. He's back at it again with the Instagram photo dumps, this time for weeks 5 and 6 of filming. But before I dive into this update video, be sure to hit that like button. It helps out more than you guys know. Subscribe and hit that notification bell to help reach my goal of 100,000 subscribers here on the channel. It means a lot. I am so close to making that final push. And go show some love to the Unusual Couple podcast for weekly episodes with myself and my girlfriend Cam. We have a lot of fun with it over there. And be sure to stay tuned to the end of this video, as I will be talking about a really cool Stranger Things product that I want to show you guys. It's awesome. So almost all of these update videos I make start with mentioning Ross Duffer and his Instagram account, and that's the same here yet again. If you're not following that man on Instagram, go do it. He's the #1 source for behind the scenes news regarding filming of this final season, and he originally started by posting like week 1 dump, week 2 dump. Now he's done week 3 and 4 and weeks 5 and 6 in their own combined posts. Per usual, we've got 10 pictures to discuss, so let's start at the very beginning. The first photo is a big one. It's this picture of Natalia Dyer as Nancy in the final season. This is technically our first look at this character in season 5, but what's really important here is this photo was also taken and posted to the main Stranger Things TV account on Instagram and Twitter, and they captioned it like this. In quotations, it says, "You're beautiful, Nancy Wheeler." And when I read this, my mind immediately went to the fact that that is a line that Steve tells Nancy in season 1 of the show.
You're an idiot, Steve Harrington.
You're beautiful, Nancy Wheeler.
So this simple caption on an Instagram post could be taken and interpreted many different ways. It could be hinting at Steve and Nancy's relationship in the final season. Could Stancy be the endgame? I sure hope so. Apparently that's kind of a hot take, but Steve and Nancy over Jonathan and Nancy, or honestly, no one and Nancy over Jonathan and Nancy, but that's just me. The second thing this could be referring to is potentially time travel. Nancy's outfit has the season 1 aesthetic. Some people have even mentioned that it looks almost like the outfit Eleven is wearing in season 1, which we know to be Nancy's old clothing. There's a high potential for time travel, especially considering the Upside Down is frozen in time on November 6, 1983, which is the time period in which season 1 takes place. Now, this would only really be evidence of time travel in my mind if it becomes a recurring thing for the Stranger Things account to post a picture with a season 1 quote underneath. And the third route is this could just be calling back to a moment regarding Nancy Wheeler. I think that's likely the case here, but it is fun to sort of theorize, oh, could Stancy be endgame? Could this be hinting at time travel? In reality, it's just Nancy Wheeler, and she is beautiful. This second picture shows the inner arm or wrist of someone, and we see an 11 tattoo. You can tell that hand just doesn't look like Millie Bobby Brown's hand. So in all likelihood, this is probably some stand-in, and they just wrote 11 on the arm to try and line up the shot perfectly before they actually shoot it with Millie Bobby Brown. Or it could very well be 11 played by Millie Bobby Brown, and I'm just crazy. Again, it's really hard to tell. On the one hand, it would be a little strange for them to have someone with that tattoo that's not 11. I don't really know. It's hard to say. But again, I'm gonna go ahead and bet that this is just them framing a shot prior to Millie Bobby Brown coming in and shooting it. This third picture is a painting on wood. It's a black figure with red around it, and honestly, it reminds me of one of those ancient cave paintings from like a Western film. My first thought was this is likely referring to Vecna, or maybe even some creature from the Upside Down like a Demogorgon. Perhaps if there is a time jump in this final season, people have been stranded or stuck in areas of Hawkins, and so they drew what they were seeing out in the woods, which so happened to be creatures from the Upside Down. That's what this could be. Or it could be a painting of some new creature from the Upside Down, and we get a whole new mythology. Who's to say? This next picture is of what looks like a stuffed beaver and then a log of wood. The taxidermy is real here. But this could be a new location, possibly Linda Hamilton's place. Apparently, she's been filming frequently, and we do know Linda Hamilton is in this final season, as they announced her back in the summer, but also she was actually in that cast photo that dropped when production began back in January. So this could be her place, or it could be Hopper's cabin. You'll notice in this picture of Hopper's cabin, we do see a deer head and a fish, so this could just be another object somewhere in Hop's cabin. And in all likelihood, that's probably the safest bet. This next picture is of one of the Duffer brothers in a tub. This is probably all but confirming yet another sensory deprivation tank scene. In season 1, they made one in the gym, and it's become a recurring thing. Even at Surfer Boy Pizza in season 4, we saw 11 get in the tank. But I think they're probably going to do something like that yet again. It's become a recurring thing for 11 to partake in these sensory deprivation tanks, but also they always make for some of the more iconic moments in Stranger Things, so it's inevitable we will see this in some way, shape, or form, and that means they could have been filming one of those scenes with the sensory deprivation tank in week 5 or 6 of filming. This next picture is of Lover's Lake on a map with H on a note card taped over it. We know that in season 4 of Stranger Things, in the dive episode, we discover there is a gate at the bottom of Lover's Lake, as that's when Steve goes underneath and they tried to fake us out with his death. Obviously he lived as we saw in episode 7, but still, Lover's Lake does have a gate to the Upside Down at the bottom. So if you look closely at this printout map, maybe the characters in season 5 are putting together a massive map of all the locations where you can enter the Upside Down that we know of. Lover's Lake we know is one of those locations. This would make sense, but also this photo could just be teasing, hey, we're going back to Lover's Lake. Lover's Lake was iconic last season. It only makes sense they go back in this final one. This next picture is of, I believe, Kate Treffry on set. Now, Kate Treffry has been in the writer's room for Stranger Things for a while now, and she's actually the writer of The First Shadow, the stage play out in London. I really hope that stage play ends up making a tour in the US so everyone else can see it, or even better, they could drop a high quality recording of it on Netflix before season 5 comes out. Fingers crossed that is the case. But regardless, she is well versed in the world of Stranger Things and writing these characters. She understands this world so well, so it only makes sense that she is on set with the Duffers yet again. This next picture is just of the word bros in tape. My assumption would be this could be some on-set nickname for a group of characters or just some inside joke from the set. It means something, and believe it or not, this next picture unintentionally gives us our first look at one of the main kids in season 5. So as you can see in this photo, the Duffer brothers are blowing out the candles on their birthday cake because they did celebrate their birthday this past week on set. But we have an alternate shot of them blowing out the candles on the cake, and in the background you can see two characters from season 5. One of those is Maya Hawke, who plays Robin, and she's rocking a new outfit that we haven't seen behind the scenes photos of yet, but the other is Will Byers himself. Will is a pivotal character in Stranger Things, as he himself is taken to the Upside Down in the first episode of the show, and we have our first look at him played by Noah Schnapp in the final season of Stranger Things. Now this alternate angle giving us our first look at Will Byers comes from the Upside Down Pictures account, and that photo has since been removed because they probably realized, damn, we showed Will and Robin in the background of this shot, we gotta take that down. But once something's posted on the internet, it's out there forever. But yeah, this is our first look at Will. He's rocking an outfit we've never seen him wear. Now we wait for our first look at Lucas and Max, because we've technically seen all of the other main kids. Lou, Max, we need you, what's going on? And the last thing that Ross Duffer posted was yet another video of him adding a marble to the Days shot bowl. Last time around, the Days shot bowl had actually broken, so they got themselves a new one, it looks like. But it's absolutely insane that we're already 6 weeks into filming of Stranger Things. It wasn't that long ago that we were just trying to get something, and now it's like every week or every other week, Ross Duffer himself is feeding us on Instagram. Can't wait for the week 7 and 8 dump. Hopefully we get one for week 7, but likely they'll be combined and we'll get one in about 2 weeks. But that does it for covering the Ross Duffer photo dump. We got our first look at Nancy in season 5. They hinted at Stancy, maybe some time travel stuff. That's a little more outlandish. And we got our first look technically at Will Byers in the final season. So there's only a handful of characters we haven't gotten official photos of from the Duffers. Joyce, Hopper, Murray. I'm looking at Jonathan. I'm also looking at Lucas and Max. And of course we haven't seen Jamie Campbell-Bower as Vecna. I don't think they're going to reveal something like that until the actual trailer drops, which I think will be later this year. We'll talk about that in future videos and live streams. But that does it for this update video, but I have some really exciting Stranger Things stuff to show you guys before we get out of here. I want to give a huge shout out to Roller Derby Skate Corporation for sending me 2 pairs of Stranger Things roller skates, and these things are sick. The detail on these are insane. I'm going to show you guys close-ups, but if you're a fan of Stranger Things and want collectibles, this is a go-to. But also if you're big into roller skating, you want to show off some Stranger Things swag, this is the way to go. This first pair of roller skates is based on the Hellfire Club, and as you guys can see, the detail on this is insane. It's got red wheels that light up when they spin. The skates themselves are black with a really cool red pattern. Even though on the wheel right here, you guys can see as it spins, it doesn't really light up well on camera, but it says Fireball Him. You've got, you know, the Hellfire emblem here. There's some great detail on the back right there. And we even got a little D&D keychain. But the detail on these Hellfire skates truly blows me away. Not only are they cool to skate in, but also as display pieces. But that's not all. I got this other pair from Rink-O-Mania in season 4. And these are actually based on the skates Eleven is wearing in season 4, specifically when she attacks Angela. And on this skate right here, you guys can see they actually have the blood on it from when she hits Angela in the face. Angela's one of the most hateable characters in Stranger Things. There's even a Rink-O-Mania patch on the front of these things. The wheels light up orange when you spin them. Not only is this like a vintage roller skate, but you've got that detail right there that makes it a must-have collector's item, especially for fans of Eleven, Stranger Things, and haters of Angela, which I think we all are. And again, I want to give a huge thank you to Roller Derby Skate Corporation for sending these out to me. They knocked it out of the park with both these products. The attention to detail is insane, so get yours at Roller Derby Skate Corporation now. But that does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to help me reach my goal of 100,000 subscribers here on the channel. It means a lot. I'm so close to making that final push. But that's going to do it for this video, and until next time, I'll see you guys on the other side of the Upside Down.